Sketchbook tour of a long-time amateur artist. Ito ang cover. I only have my name and it doesn't have a cover at the back. I don't really know how to start a new page on a sketchbook, so I didn't really put anything because I feel so pressured to make it so perfect. But the next page is actually sketches from the animes that I've watched because I consider it cute. So they're from Mob Psycho, Psyche-K, Spy Family, One Piece, yada yada. Pati yung cover marupok na, tignan mo, natuklap. This is an attempt of making an OC related to the sentence written over there. Gumamit ako ng watercolor, ng ballpen, ng markers. And as you can see, it's a fail because this is a sketchbook for pencils and not for mixed media. This drawing is dedicated to Hinata Shoyo because it was his birthday at that time and Haikyuu is the first anime I've ever watched. This kid is a kid from One Piece and she's so cute, that's why I draw her. I like her pigtails. It's so fun to draw because it reminds me of Sundara's hair. I was trying to figure out how to flip the next page, but I figured that it's not doable because the pages are glued together, so can we move on? Amazing! This is one of my favorite pages in this sketchbook, honestly. Urong muna natin yung coconut para kita nyo. Kita nyo na ba? Okay, wait, a bit more. Finally, you can appreciate these pages wholeheartedly. This was so fun to draw kasi alam mo yon, yung nagsisimula ka mag-drawing tapos nararamdaman mo na it's working out, it's looking all great together. The next one is kind of similar but it's babies and kittens. Look at that cutie. It was so fun drawing them because they look like chickens to me. I don't know why. I put a tracing paper over this drawing because I don't want it to smudge and ruin the baby page. Moving on to our gorgeous One Piece girlies. I love Amanda Charlotte, she's so unique to draw. I'm so proud of it. And then I also tried to draw girls from the Baroque works. I love their outfits and I want to recreate them sometime in the future, I don't know. Can we ignore the left page and focus on the pretty girls from Dressrosa and Punk Hazard of One Piece? At this point, it's so obvious that my thought process is full of One Piece. Halata din na wala akong magawa sa buhay kaya tignan mo mga mukha nila. Lasso Tool, traditional version. Hi there, Kagura from Gintama, but this is the page of me trying to learn how to draw hands, but I never did it again at all, as in. The existence of cesto boxes for me is so random, that's why it's placed in such a random space. Sobrang laki ng symbolism yan during my high school. This is where I figured that I would like to try doing fundamentals. Say hi to the monster trio. It's so hard for me to draw fundamentals because it seems boring. But hey, here's the continuation page for that. See, I got sick of it easily and tried to distract myself by drawing people I saw from the internet. Okay, we're back. And we're done again. I miss drawing clothes and dresses, so I did. I'm so done with circles. Me trying to draw buildings. Globe na medyo electric pan. I miss the style that I did sa baby, so I did that with my hobbies. Those hobbies are overthinking, doubting, reminiscing, regretting. Design lang yung iba. I was trying to sketch without releasing my pencil. And now I don't know what happened. Caution, you're graduating soon. A draft for a work in progress that I was never really able to do. Random sketches na walang patutunguhan sa buhay. Imagine you were born into this world and the first thing that you saw are these people who wears paper bags in their heads and you think that's normal? Congratulations for being born weird. What I love about these pages is that it feels so raw. I started to like anatomy and started drawing bodies. 5.5/10. Uncanny. I tried to draw emotions pero hindi ko naman naramdaman. Sketch. Uy, si Beelzebub. I was amused when I layered ballpen ink sa pencil drawings ko. Did I mention I like anatomy? Because I started drawing more figures, body figures. I was trying to learn how to draw, guys, because I don't really know how. Sometimes I use the sketchbook as a notepad, especially when I feel like it. Lines of desperation and melancholy. Sobrang obvious na hindi na uli siya nagdo-drawing kasi tignan mo naman, it's so out of proportion. Ay, bumawi. Bumalik siya sa mga figure drawings. Ang ganda ni ate girl. This is a weeping mermaid and a manic mermaid. It's giving the raw details, the raw drawings, the harsh lines, but honestly, I'm proud of this. Can you guys make a meme out of this drawing? Yes, the bottle figures are back. I swear it's so amazing looking. It's so great. Here I started to draw portraits because why not? The next page is what I'm proud of. 1, 2, 3. It's weird but I like it and I don't care. Wala na akong ma-drawing kaya ganyan na siya. Medyo madami na ako napanood na One Piece episode kaya ayan, na-drawing ko na si Perona. She's so cute. This is the Perona spread. And here I was trying to figure out my life. That's why it's so all around. Emotions, faces, figures, portraits. I feel like meron akong nasundang style dito pero hindi ko alam kung nag-work ba siya. Pero ayun, I tried to draw people I know too. I was trying to figure out the concept and the design of the logo I needed for a project. This is a set design for an event. This is where I started to explore using highlighters. Kasi naisip ko parang ang boring naman ng sketchbook ko kung walang kulay. Tapos puro lapis lang tsaka ballpen. E di ayan, ginamit ko yung highlighter ko kasi ubos na din naman yung mga colored markers ko, ganyan. Mom, Phineas and Ferb are making a title sequence. That one's Appa Wang Odd and Wonder Woman. More sketches. And then this is the final draft. What I wanted to do with the pink highlighter is like shadows and eye bags and nose grid and something like that. The pages are starting to get boring. As you can see, I am losing my spark because I'm so done. 3/10. Ay, ito bet ko. Tea bags full. Yeah, slay. And then I tried to draw clothes again. I found cool references on Pinterest, especially the hair. Oh my gosh. This is me trying to relax and finding peace with myself by trying or drawing this neurographic art. I don't have a long hair yet at that time, that's why I draw hair. Ken my hair kuro there. Random sketches. By this time I was watching Blue Lock, but they said sa Chainsaw Man Pochita is cute, so I draw. Here we have Mob Psycho stressed, some eyes, Megara, a face in a vase. Long hair girly from Steins Gate, and then I tried to draw Arietti and her room because it's so aesthetically messy. Trying to go back to draw body figures again. So here's more. Charan! We got another one, then I forgot the name of the guy that I draw in the left page. At naalala ko sa kanya si Daisuke Kambe, pero hindi siya si Daisuke Kambe, diba? Sa drawing naman na to, I am trying to like draw different emotions. Ang cute talaga ni Mom. Balikan natin. Ayan o. Mas cute siya sa reference eh. Pero okay na yan. Failed muscle drawing. But Baby 5 looks so cute. This Black Clover villain drawing might be the pinakamatinong drawing na nagawa ko dito sa sketchbook. That drawing was a foreshadowing because I cried a lot at the same day. This was the coping pages right after crying. Sinubukan ko gumamit ng kape. Oh, ano nangyari? I figured I should draw the Straw Hats besides the monster trio. Attempt number 2. Mind map that I can't really understand. Me trying to come up with the logo design and stuff like that for an entrepreneurial project. Wow, entrepreneurial project? Hi, Madam Boa Hancock. Dudes from the Winx Club. Weird stickman figures. Nagbabalik ang teabags full. Burger ang tingin. I love the word artery. Sketchbook na medyo notepad. I used it to take notes while watching Dear Peachy because I was trying to find my style, personal style, makeup and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't realize if I'm doing the same thing all over again and again. That's why I have another drawing of Megara. Things. Because I got nothing. Okay, I love this one car radio. I swear. Tapos, ayan, dinrawing ko din yung tattoo ni Nami and then Usopp and then some kind of Frankie inspired shoes, legs, I don't know. We got other guys again from Blue Lock. Tignan nyo na lang. I put some yellow highlighter kasi hair naman yan ni Bachira. Is that Megumi? Asta's Demon is also there. I don't know what this is, but there's that. I'm kinda wishing right now na sana pala may ginawa ako sa sketchbook ko na immersive na may hinihila, ganyan-ganan, ino-open. There's a picture na lagi ko nakikita sa Pinterest, so dinrawing ko na talaga siya. Ayan o, ang cute, ang cool, ang astig. Kung kayo may Minecraft, ako may floor plan. Di ko kasi kaya yung survival sa Minecraft, charot. Tambay din ako sa Presello, kaya I like imagining my own interior layouts. Tapos habang dinodrawing ko yung mga layout na yan, ginagawa ko yung KonMari method. Kala mo naman, napakadaming gamit. Skipping some not so interesting pages, nagsisimula nang mag-degrade ang aking drawing kasi tagal na since pinalikan ko ang sketchbook na ito. Ito na ata yung pinakahuling magandang sketch dito. Something uncanny again. Sino ba tong bumabawi sa art kung kailan onti na lang yung pages na natitira sa sketchbook niya? Oh, that's me. Self-portrait yan, inspired kay sadness. Ginawa ko ulit, hindi ko kamukha eh. Inspired na siya kay anxiety. Are you all ready to see the ending? Angry cat. You want more? Ito na talaga, last na to. Pinakamaganda sa lahat. Naka-invisible ink pero nakalagay the end. Hello. It's so easy for aspiring artists, beginner artists to find and gather inspiration to become an artist. They have the energy to take action and put their inspiration into art. But that's not the case for me, and it's the opposite. My inspiration comes spontaneously, and my inspiration have an expiration. I'm proud to have unique ideas and inspirations na pwede kong maibigay. Na bongga pa sa bongga, as long as it's spontaneous. I have the best creative freedom. But again, merong problema. That inspiration have an expiration. I'm one of those people who started to become an artist because she's an artistic kid. Doodle sa notebook, sketch sa libro, sketch sa papel, ganon. Sali-sali sa poster making, slogan making contest. Go! Most creative, best in arts, truly. Ayan ang aking elementary days. Unti-unti siyang nawala nung binalikan ko siya nung 2020 na gusto kong bumalik, gusto kong maging seryoso sa art, and I tried to practice the fundamentals. I tried to draw straight lines, the angles, the perspective, the cylinders, the circles, and stuff like that, the faces, the arms, hindi naman arms, the hands rather, the eyes, the lips. Pinaka-favorite kong i-drawing randomly, mata. Pero kapag bubuuin mo na yung mukha, sobrang hirap. Lalo na pag inaaral mga hiwa-hiwalay ito. Doon na nagsimula mag-degrade ang aking motivation and commitment to become an artist and to draw every day, all day. To bring back my creative spark at the age of 14 to 16, ganyan. Gumawa ako ng mga art accounts. Ang dami, sobra. Pero lahat failed. Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi ang saya magsimula ng art account. Bagong name, bagong screen name, bagong artist name, ganyan. Nape-pressure ako or napapagod na agad ako sa idea na kailangan ko mag-post everyday to market myself as an artist, to follow amazing and already successful artists that I aspire to be. But instead, I feel more pressured about the art that I need to put out there. I like seeing artists na sobrang consistent. And alam mo yun, nakikita mo din yung sarili nilang improvement pagdating sa pagdodrawing nila, ng mga OC nila, ganyan. Or yung style nila, marirealize mo kung paano nag-evolve. And it's sad to not see that to my own style, to my own drawings, because I'm not being consistent with it. The reason why I started to make art accounts because I had this idea of choosing between having art as something that I seek comfort to. Kumbaga, pag nababoard ako or kapag nalulungkot ako, babalikan ko yung sketchbook, pwede ako mag-drawing, ganyan-ganyan. Or, I do art for a living, or I use art as a career. I also hated the idea of passion and practicality as choices that is requiring me to choose only one instead of either. Kasi it happened to me at some point during college admissions where I passed an entrance exam to be a fine arts major and a school that I passed to be a science major. And now, it's like that passion, practicality. Inisip ko yung pros and cons ng majors na yun. With the science major, the pros and cons were mas madami ang career opportunities kapag gumraduate, ganun. Mas madaling makahanap ng trabaho. It's STEM. It's a STEM major, meaning mas madaming, mas madaming estudyante and mas madali yung internship na pwede mong, mas madami din yung internship choices na pwede mong gawin. Lastly, ang cons na naisip ko for that was, again, it's a STEM major. So, ibig sabihin meron siyang math and hindi ko may iwasan ang math. With a fine arts major naman, doon ko naisip na baka pwede ko nang mag-clutch dito yung mga years and yung time na nasayang ko for being an amateur artist for too long. Baka pwede ko nang mabalik yung creative spark na I've been wishing to have and to achieve. Or maybe this major is a sign or it's a requirement for me to force myself to do better when it comes to being an artist and being a creative. Especially kung gusto ko talaga maging artist. Ngayong science major ako, I'm not that sad about it anymore. Pero proud ako na at least isa sa mga kaibigan ko meron akong artist friend. I have one artist friend, so she's a multimedia student na, which is great. Mas masipag pa siya sa akin kasi she's that artist friend who draws even meron discussions. Para yun, makikita mo talaga na kaya niyang mag-drawing on her own imagination. And I can't do that because I always use references. I'm so sad na hanggang ngayon, mas madami pa din ang aking reference kaysa sa mga portfolios or projects na nagawa ko or na-compile ko. Lesson learned, hindi mo kailangan mag-take ng course to actually be an artist unless you decide to and intend to act upon it. Kaya mukha akong ewan ngayon, hindi mo alam kung masaya, hindi mo alam kung malungkot. Kasi something that I'd like to believe in is mas madami pang ways to become an artist and hindi natatapos yung opportunities na meron just because I wasn't able to take the major that I've wanted for me to become an artist. Maybe yung pag-film, yung pagda-document ng videos like this is a creative way. Isip ko din yung paggawa ko ng mga publication materials for my organizations. Kaya kong i-apply ang graphic design and digital art with that. Diba? And that's part of the reason why I am filming this video. Kasi I want to find closure and I want to decide how I'm gonna be an artist in many, many possible ways. As long as I feel good about doing art. Hindi sabay talaga ang passion and practicality. There are two ways to solve this. Either uunahin ang passion then practicality or practicality muna bago passion. Pag nakamit nila yung practicality, of course, there would be some sense of fulfillment over there. Nakakamit nilang gawing mas efficient yung buhay nila. Siyempre, one way or another, pag na-experience nila yan sa buhay nila, magiging fulfilled sila, proud sila sa sarili nila, sa pagko-commit and make time for their passion. They would feel so immersed in proving themselves, and which is the best of the best na makukuha mo from choosing your passion. This is all about finding closure as a traditional, or mixed media artist that I became or was kasi gusto ko nalang maging muse. Ano ba kasi feeling na maging muse kesa sa artist. Gusto ko naman maging focal point, gusto ko maging subject, gusto ko maging muse, gusto ko maging part ng reason kung bakit nagawa ng art ang mga artist. Okay? Passion versus practicality ends with muse versus artist. But I'm both. So,